everyone, this is Deborah. I have my tissues, might need them, okay. This is the video I promised a couple of you about Social Security. I pulled off a lot of information, believe me. I am not an expert, but I can guide you a little bit. And let me give you a little bit of backstory first. This is going to be a long video, but you might want to take notes or save this video somewhere. Back in 2007, when I was living at my summer home, I was carrying up my dachshund, who was kind of heavy. He was a miniature, but he was the big boy, up the stairs at my condo on 14th Street, and my buttocks was numb, and that had never happened before. And then I noticed one of my legs was totally numb all the way to the ankle. Those are some symptoms that you got some problems with your back. Spinal stenosis is what it's called. It's when your nerves are being compressed by issues going on in your back. Okay, so I was working for my own company, and I had to choose, do I want to file for disability or workers' comp? So I was getting out of my marriage, so I said, no, I don't want to do workers' comp. I probably could have done both. I don't know. No, I guess not. I knew my life was going to be changed forever, so I applied for Social Security. Now, here it is. Because I was in so much pain, it took me 2 weeks, 2 hours a day, online. You can do everything online. The most difficult part is you have to go all the way back to the beginning of your work when you were a teenager, and you have to write down every job you've had and your responsibilities in that job, because if you can't do those kind of jobs anymore, most likely you will get Social Security. And so I was a police officer, a deputy sheriff, and I sat behind a desk for many years with my tree company. I was also in the field running chainsaws, people. So, and within 4 months, I got approved. I did not go through a lawyer. You do not have to go through an attorney. The attorney's there to take your money, at least a third of it. So I did have to thank God every time I had gone to the doctor, the chiropractor, and my MRI. I got my disability off of just 2 reports, and thank goodness I kept the reports before I left the building, because if you don't do that, that's going to delay your disability by probably a year or 2. So, and don't change your name and don't move. Okay, that's a big issue. Thank God, yeah. So, I had to go see their doctor too. I had to drive a couple hours, which almost killed me. Thank God I had a Hummer. So that's the vehicle. And he took one look at me, made me do 1 or 2 things, and he signed me off. He says, oh yeah, she's disabled. I got my check within, I think, 5 months. And I remember I was sitting at Otani's restaurant in Fredericksburg with my, so I remember I had hardly no money because my ex had not given me any money, and I had to sell almost 80% maybe of everything I owned in order to survive. He didn't give me anything. But I remember sitting in Otani's, getting ready to take my children into a restaurant, and I called my bank, and I said, listen, all of a sudden there's a bunch of money in there. And they go, well, miss, it looks like it's a government check. Social Security never even told me I got approved. They just put the money in the bank, and I got the letter maybe a month later. So yeah, it went back retroactive from the date I applied, okay? So keep that in mind. It took 2 years for my little sister to get approved because she changed her name. And my other sister who got disability, I did all her paperwork, not online, but just sitting in my living room filling out the paperwork. They want to know your pain level, like if you're hanging up clothes or if you're doing housework or loading the dishwasher. They want to know that pain level, or if you're able to do that. So yeah, I got approved. So you can do it too, people. So then in the middle of my divorce, I had the best insurance with my company that I owned, and I didn't know it at the time because I really didn't have money for legal representation. But after 2 years, Social Security automatically puts you on Medicare. Doesn't matter if you're 65 or whatever, because I was getting disability. Now, the only reason why I knew this is because all of a sudden, when I lived in Westmoreland County, I got a letter from my ex saying, "Oh, I'm taking you off the hospitalization." Well, I thought that was kind of crude since I owned the frickin' business. We were co-owners. I owned the business solely for like 30 some years, and then I started an LLC and gave him 50%. I should have given only 49. Yeah, but that's hindsight, people. So that's when I realized, why is he doing this? So I found out Social Security comes like almost automatic 2 years after you start receiving disability payments. So here we go. Get your pen and paper or whatever, or you can just replay this video back, people. You can sign up for Medicare Part D. Now, I'm going to give you an instance, like, why do you need Part D? Well, here's one reason. I saved this for you guys. Totally unbelievable. This medicine is, for female things. I won't show you what it is, but it normally cost, what is it? $586, people. This medicine. If you have Part D, guess how much it costs? $11. Oh, let me see. $11. There it is, $11. That's why you need Part D, people. Yeah. Some medicines out there costing $2,000 and $3,000. You need Part D. Okay, and the number is 1-800-633-4227 or 1-800-MEDICARE. You can click enroll on the Medicare's website for Part D. Now, I know I'm going to skip around because I printed all this stuff out on my computer and on my printer. So everything's like out of order, but it doesn't matter. I think it might work out better for you because now you know about Part D. You can first sign up for Medicare Part D during your Medicare initial enrollment period, which is called IEP. Now, this is very important. Everything about Medicare is time-stamped. You have to do it in a timely manner. Your IEP lasts for 7 months, starting 3 months before you turn 65. Okay, I'm going to repeat that again. Your initial enrollment period for Part D, that's for your medication, lasts for 7 months, starting 3 months before you turn 65. So if my birthday is March, I would have had to sign up, December? About around December, I guess, or January, before I turned 65, and ending 3 months after the month you turn 65. So you've got a little bit of time before you turn 65 and a little time after. So you better mark your calendars if you are in this age bracket. You may also be able to enroll during the Medicare Advantage open enrollment period. Now, this is really getting technical, people. It's called the OEP. It's you can also enroll during the Medicare Advantage open enrollment period or the annual enrollment period for Medicare. Now, I believe that starts in October and maybe goes. So that is when a lot of you get bombarded with all these spam things, which I just got bombarded a minute ago. So that is another time. All right. can I get a tax refund if my only income is Social Security? You would not be required to file a tax return, but you might want to file a return because even though you are not required to pay taxes on your Social Security, you may be able to get a refund of any money withheld from your paycheck for taxes. Now, I don't know about this because I have to file taxes on my income. I don't know about that one. I would put a question mark, not sure about that. Okay. The IRS looks at your total income to determine if your Social Security benefits are taxable. Okay, so here we go. It depends on your filing status. For an individual, if your total income is more than 25 grand, then you will have to pay taxes on your benefits. For a married couple filing jointly, part of your Social Security benefits are taxable if your total income is more than $32,000. If your only income is Social Security benefits and you get less than $25,000 in benefits, then you do not have to pay taxes on your benefits. Well, that's interesting. Okay. If you do not have any other source of income, then you would not need to file a tax return. Let's say, though, that your main source of income is Social Security benefits of $10,000. And you also work part-time job and you make $2,500 for the year. You would not be required to file a tax return, but you might want to file a return because even though you are not required to pay taxes on your Social Security, you may be able to get a refund of any money withheld from your paycheck from taxes. Okay. All right. I think I just did that one. All right. What is the 10-year rule for Social Security? The number of credits you need to receive retirement benefits depends on when you were born. If you were born in 1929 or later, you need 40 credits, which is 10 years of work. Now, sometimes in my life, especially when my kids were toddlers and when they were teenagers, I didn't work per se. I didn't get a paycheck. So it's very important, if you are a sole proprietor and you're getting 1099s, that you do report that income and you have to pay like self-employment tax, because all that may go into your credits. And if you haven't really worked that much, your Social Security check may only be like $400 or $500, right? So you need those credits, people. If you stop working before you have enough credits to be eligible for benefits, the credits will remain on your Social Security record. Okay. When a husband dies, does his wife get a Social Security? Yes. These are examples of the benefits that survivors may receive. The surviving spouse, full retirement age or older, 100% of the deceased worker's benefit, you will get that. A member of my family is getting this. One of my, I think, cousins. Surviving spouse, age 60 through full retirement age, 71% to 99% of the deceased worker's basic amount. At what age is Social Security no longer taxed? Though there are some rumors on the internet that the government stops taxing Social Security benefits once you reach a certain age, which is such as 70. It's simply not true. Social Security payments are taxable from the moment you start receiving them until you die. Now, see, that's what I know, because I am taxed on my Social Security, and I'm 68. All right, now,